Greetings to everyone. So today we are going to deal with our second unit that is called as spectroscopy. Actually, it is molecular spectroscopy. Okay. So spectroscopy. Before starting it, I just wanted to give you some idea about spectroscopy. So first thing is, whenever a molecule or an atom is to be determined, the structure of the molecule or atom is to be determined, what should we do? So we read spectroscopy because of that, to determine the structure of the molecule. How it does? Suppose I'm giving you an example, that is, if suppose there is uh, suppose there is a thing which is not visible to us. Okay, by seeing the molecule itself, or if I give you an NaOH crystal or sugar crystal, you can't tell me the structure of that molecule, isn't it? Just by seeing it, right? So what we do to know the structure of the molecule, or how can we see the structure of the molecule? Suppose some object is not visible to you. How will you say that it is visible to us? Or what you will do to make the object visible to you? Okay. Suppose I kept a pot in front of in the at the door end. Okay, and I want you to find out uh, where the pot is kept. So what you are going to do? You can't go round the way and catch it, right? So the simple thing is you can. So how you are going to find out the object that is placed behind the doors or at the end of the door? So there is a very simple trick. There is a reflection spot which I'll give you now to just think how we are going to find out that particular object. Okay, so I think you might have got the answer. So I'll just reveal it to you in our next slide. That is, see, if I place a mirror in front of the pot, then I am able to see where that object is placed, right? So simple trick, that is putting a mirror. So similarly in spectroscopy also we put a detector, okay, in order to find out the structure of the molecule. Okay. So spectroscopy is nothing but the response of a molecule when it is exposed to some radiation. Okay, so you have to put some radiation to a molecule, then it starts detecting its structure. Okay, so we have the terms and definitions now, or we'll see that unit 2 spectroscopy. So in this, you are going to study about the EMR, that is electromagnetic radiations. Okay, then microwave spectroscopy or rotational spectroscopy, then vibrational spectroscopy or and NMR spectroscopy, that is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. So we'll all deal this in detail. Okay. Now, coming to the spectroscopy and its terms, which we are going to define. So the study of interaction between the radiations and the matter as a function of wavelength is called as spectroscopy. So it is nothing but study of interaction of a radiation with the matter. Simple definition. Radiation with matter. How it interacts. That is known as spectroscopy. Okay. Now, how we'll read this spectroscopy? With the help of a spectrum. Okay. So spectrum is nothing but a plot of response or function of wavelength, or more commonly frequency is referred to as spectrum. See, so if you want to read a spectrum, or if we want to know how the matter is interacting with the radiation, there should be some value which we need to understand. Okay. So that is nothing but here the wavelength or the frequency. So we can use either wavelength, wave number, or frequency. So the plot of this function of wavelength with or frequency is nothing but a spectrum. Okay? So spectrometry. So it is nothing but the measurement, or spectrometer is the instrument which we use to measure spectroscopy. So actually this spectroscopy is used in physical and analytical chemistry for identification of substances through the spectrum, either emitted or absorbed. See, there are two types of spectroscopies. First one is absorption spectroscopy and second is emission spectroscopy. So if the radiations are being absorbed, then it gives absorption spectroscopy. And if the radiations are being emitted, then it gives us the emission spectroscopy. So these two are the main types of spectroscopies, that is absorption and emission. So it is actually also used in astronomy, then remote sensing, okay. Then large telescopes also have these spectrometers, which are used to either measure the chemical composition or the physical properties of astronomical objects, to measure their velocities from Doppler shift of their spectral lines. So all these are uses of spectroscopies. Okay, so it is used in astronomy and remote sensing. Okay, so why we go for spectroscopy, or what are the advantages of this spectroscopy? Okay, that will go in our next slide. That is, we need a very small sample. Okay, very small sample is required for determination. Okay, so very small sample is required for determination. That is around 5 mg or 10 mg of the sample is enough for determination of the structure. Okay, and then less time is required for analysis. So less time is required for analysis means we are taking, that is because the instrument is made such a way that we need very less time in order to get the structure. So if you suppose you are giving the sample today, then in 1 or 2 days you will get back the report, as we do in diagnostic centers, right? Then it gives us the detailed information about the structure of the molecule. So because of these three uses or advantages, we go for spectroscopy. Okay, so what are they? Very less, that is small sample is required, then less time is required. Okay, and then we get the detailed information of the structure of the molecule. Okay, so because of these advantages, we go for spectroscopy. Now, what are the common types of spectroscopy? Already I told you there are two types, that is absorption and emission. Apart from that, we have all these spectroscopies, that is fluorescence spectroscopy, X-ray spectroscopy and crystallography, then flame spectroscopy. In that you have atomic emission spectroscopy, atomic absorption, and atomic fluorescence spectroscopy. Then we have plasma emission, spark or arc emission spectroscopy, UV or visible spectroscopy, IR spectroscopy, Raman, NMR, photothermal, then thermal infrared spectroscopy, and mass spectroscopy. So all these spectroscopies gives us the structure or the function of the molecules, that is chemical properties and physical properties of the molecules. That is why we go for spectroscopy. And then in the next class, we discuss about in detail about what is that radiation and how this interaction of radiation causes or gives us the spectrum. Okay, so this is just the introduction part. Okay, thank you.